All right, welcome everyone to another deep dive. Today, we're going to be exploring the journey of Sonia Gill.
Sonia Gill.
Yeah, she's a Punjabi Christian singer who made a pretty radical shift from secular music to gospel.
Yeah, very interesting story.
Yeah, and for this deep dive, we've actually only got a single source, but it's a really good one. It's this interview
Oh, okay.
with Sonia on the
Yeah.
Masihi podcast. I
Got
think
it.
you'll agree.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, for sure.
a really compelling conversation. And
Yeah.
what makes her story so interesting is this real blend of worldly success, but also this real spiritual searching that she went through.
It's a story that a lot of people, can connect with, I
Yeah.
think, wanting something more, even when
It
things are
is.
good on the surface,
That's funny.
Sonia's story really kind of takes us into that
Yeah,
human struggle.
totally. And her story is anything but straightforward.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a woman who starts singing professionally at 14,
Wow.
aiming for like Bollywood stardom,
Oh, wow.
performing at Sufi shrines. These are places that
Yeah.
are known for their devotional music.
Yeah.
Often a very lucrative gig for musicians, I should add.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But while she's finding all this success in this world, there's this nagging sense
Right.
that something's not quite
Yeah, there's a dissonance there,
right.
isn't there?
Yeah.
It's interesting because she's achieving what many would consider the dream,
Ooh,
like
yeah.
fame, fortune, and a platform for her talent.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this conflict inside. Have you ever felt that way where like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, the
Exactly.
external success just doesn't line up with like
Totally.
your internal compass?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's a feeling a lot of us can relate to.
Yeah.
So what was it about this specific scene that created the conflict?
Well, I think from what she's saying, the conflict wasn't the music itself, but more her sense of misalignment with her faith.
I see.
She talks about performing at Sufi shrines,
Right.
which are very culturally significant and
Yeah.
musically rich.
For sure.
But they don't resonate with her
Yeah.
Christian beliefs.
Yeah.
There's this tension between the path she's on and the values she holds.
Right. And it's not like she was struggling financially or anything.
No, not at all at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. She was actually very successful,
Yeah, she was doing well.
which makes the decision she eventually makes even more remarkable.
Yeah, because it means giving up something that a lot of people strive for their whole lives.
For sure.
And then we get to this moment where she feels drawn to this
Right.
Christian meeting
Yeah.
led by Pastor ANKUR NARULA.
Pastor ANKUR NARULA.
And at first, she resists.
Right.
It's funny how that happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes we know what we need, but
Yeah, we hesitate.
you just kind of put it off.
Yeah, almost talk ourselves out of it.
Mhm.
Talk ourselves out of it.
It's funny, yeah.
Totally.
And that's what makes it so relatable. It's not like an overnight thing.
Right.
It's a process.
For sure.
Yeah.
What was it about it that made her hesitate?
Well, it wasn't just her.
Oh, okay.
Her husband was a dal player,
Mm-hmm.
which is a traditional Punjabi drum.
Yeah.
And they both had bills to pay, responsibilities. Giving up this music career seemed risky, at least.
Of course. Yeah. Tough spot to be in.
It's that classic dilemma, isn't it?
Mhm.
Spiritual calling
Right.
and the practical realities.
Totally.
How do you think you'd handle that?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
It would take a lot of faith,
Yeah.
for sure.
And courage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
so what happened next? Did they go to the meeting?
Well, they started by watching it online,
Okay.
which, I mean,
Sure.
who hasn't done that these days?
Fully. Yeah.
But then there's this twist. The meeting got extended,
Okay.
giving them the opportunity to go in person the next day.
Wow. So it's almost like it was meant to be.
Yeah, right. It's like
Yeah.
something bigger
Yeah, yeah.
at play.
So they go to this meeting.
They go to the meeting. And from what Sonia describes,
Yeah.
it was a really profound experience.
Okay.
They felt a sense of peace
Wow.
that they'd never felt before.
Okay.
Like beyond anything they'd achieved
Wow.
in the secular music world.
Really?
And it was at this meeting that she realized that her heart was in gospel.
So that's it. Decision made. She just drops everything.
Well, not quite.
Okay.
I mean, Sonia felt this pull, but her husband was still grappling with it all.
Right.
They'd built a life around this music.
Yeah, of course.
And the finances.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big deal.
For sure.
It impacts the whole family.
Totally. Yeah, it's not just about her.
No, it's not just about her.
It's a big decision.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And What's interesting is that Sonia's husband was kind of feeling his own
Okay.
sense of disillusionment.
Okay, with his own music?
With his own music career, yeah.
Okay.
He's playing the dole at events, and it's just
Yeah.
not the same anymore.
I see.
Yeah.
So they're both kind of feeling this pull.
Yeah.
But the practicalities
That practicalities.
are holding them back.
Exactly.
It's like the classic head versus heart
Totally.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So what ultimately
Yeah.
tips the scales?
I think it's Sonia's conviction, you know?
Okay.
She just reaches this point where it's undeniable.
Yeah.
It's not a desire anymore. It's like a calling.
Right.
Yeah, a mission.
So she decides to take the leap, even though her husband's not fully on board.
Yeah.
That must have taken a lot of courage.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Right.
especially with the family to support.
Right. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it speaks volumes about her faith and her determination.
Yeah, for sure.
She really believes that this is her path, even if it means some financial uncertainty.
And that financial uncertainty became real very quickly.
Right.
You know, she talks about how they had to pawn some of their jewelry just to finance the recording of her first gospel song. Tange. Yeah.
They're really putting their money where their faith is at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a big statement.
They're willing to sacrifice
Yeah.
material possessions to pursue this dream.
So what about her husband?
Yeah.
Does he come around?
He does eventually.
Okay.
You know, as she starts working on the gospel music,
Yeah.
he sees her passion,
Yeah.
her joy,
Mm-hmm.
her sense of purpose,
Okay.
and slowly he starts to understand it,
Right.
the power of her decision.
It's amazing how that can happen sometimes, right?
Yeah.
When one person takes that step.
Yeah, it can inspire others.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a ripple effect.
For sure.
And it leads to this synergy between them.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
they both find meaning
Okay.
supporting each other. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So Tange, this first song, how's it received?
Well, it becomes a big success.
Okay.
It opens doors for her
Wow.
to reach a wider audience.
That's great.
It really resonated with people.
Mm-hmm.
It speaks to this universal longing
Mm-hmm.
for connection,
Right.
meaning, and hope.
It's like her music becomes this bridge between her faith and the listeners.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's helped by the support she gets from the community.
Oh, you know.
Other artists embrace her music.
Okay.
Pastors invite her to perform
Okay.
at their churches. There's a sense of upliftment.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
She mentioned specifically Pastor ANKUR NARULA,
Oh, yeah, right.
who led that initial meeting.
Yeah.
What role does he play?
Well, he becomes this kind of mentor figure,
Oh.
sharing her music,
Mm.
inviting her to perform at his church,
Okay.
Combra Church,
Combra Church.
which is a pretty big church.
Yeah, I know Combra Church. Yeah.
So that exposure's huge.
So from performing at Sufi shrines to Combra Church,
That's quite a journey,
that's amazing.
fueled by faith, talent, and the community,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not without its challenges.
Right, because even though she's finding all this success in
Yeah.
gospel,
Right.
she still faces these obstacles.
Yeah.
She talks about not even having a car and having to rent vehicles to travel for these performances.
Yeah, it's a reminder that following your calling doesn't always mean
Yeah.
ease and comfort.
It's not always easy. Yeah.
There's going to be some sacrifices.
Right. Hurdles to overcome.
For sure.
And it kind of brings us back to that initial
Right.
conflict,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Full circle, the
Yeah.
material comfort
Mm.
versus spiritual alignment.
She may not have the car,
Yeah.
but she has something more valuable.
Yeah.
Right.
She has a sense of purpose,
Yeah,
a deep connection,
for sure.
the joy of sharing her music.
It's a really powerful testament
Mm.
to the idea that true wealth isn't really in what you have, but what's...
Right. It's in the richness of your spirit
Yeah, exactly.
and the impact you make.
And, you know, she even finds humor in it.
Oh, yeah.
She mentions this song
Yeah.
that pokes fun at Christians
Yeah.
for always having cars.
That's Sonia.
Yeah.
Always finding the light.
It kind of highlights this idea that even when you make sacrifices for your beliefs,
Yeah.
you don't have to just be serious all the time.
Right. Exactly.
You can still find joy in it.
Yeah. Embrace the challenges.
So Sonia goes from this secular music to gospel,
Yeah.
experiences this hardship, but then finds fulfillment,
Yeah.
finds humor in the challenges.
Yeah.
It's really amazing.
Yeah. A testament to her faith and resilience.
Yeah.
Sure.
But what happens next?
Yeah.
I mean, does she continue to face these financial struggles?
Right.
Does her music reach a wider audience?
Yeah. And that's the thing that really struck me. It's not like things became easy, you know?
Right, exactly.
She's still dealing with these everyday things,
Right, yeah.
like not having a car.
Which is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're building a music career,
Totally.
you got to travel.
It would be so easy to get discouraged,
Oh, for sure.
you know,
Yeah.
and think, oh, did I make the right choice?
Yeah, especially compared to
Yeah, when you think
the
about
stability.
that financial stability she had.
Yeah, totally.
But that's what's so powerful about her story,
I think so too.
you know?
It's not like a fairy tale.
No.
Everything's not just perfect.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, it's real life.
It's gritty.
Yeah.
It's a testament to her.
Faith and resilience.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What do you think keeps her going?
You know, when you listen to her talk,
Yeah.
it's clear that it's not just about
Mm.
external success for her.
Right.
It's deeper than that.
Yeah.
She talks about the joy
Right.
that she finds in sharing her music,
Okay.
the connection with the audience,
Mm.
the peace that comes from aligning her life with her faith.
Yeah.
Those are the things that really fuel her.
Yeah. It's a good reminder for everyone, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
True fulfillment.
Yeah.
It often comes from those things that you can't really measure.
You can't measure them, no.
It's that sense of purpose.
Right, that purpose.
The connection, the joy.
It comes from within.
Yeah.
It's a key takeaway from Sonia's story.
Yeah.
Material success can be fleeting,
Yeah.
but that inner peace, that
Yeah.
alignment with your values,
Mm-hmm.
that's where the true wealth is.
It's like she's living proof
Yeah.
that sometimes letting go of what you think you need can open you up to something much greater.
And it might not look how you expect.
Yeah.
It might not be a fancy car
Well-
or a big house.
But it brings that peace.
Yeah, that peace.
The purpose,
Yeah,
the joy.
that joy that transcends the material stuff.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Sonia Gill's journey,
Yeah.
what really sticks with you?
You know, for me, it's the reminder that success isn't just about achievements.
Mm.
It's about living in line with your values.
Yeah.
Sonia's story makes you ask, what are you willing to sacrifice
Yeah.
for that life of purpose
Mhm.
and meaning?
It's a powerful message, and I think it's something that our listeners will
Yeah.
really take away from this.
Yeah, me too.
You know, Sonia Gill's story is a testament to the power of faith,
For sure.
the importance of community,
Absolutely.
just following your heart.
Following your heart, yeah.
You know, it inspires us to examine our own lives, find the courage to follow our hearts, and embrace the journey,
Embrace the journey,
no matter where it takes us.
even when it's hard.
All right, that's going to do it for our deep dive today.
Awesome.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Thanks for listening.